Hi, Rebecca here. Thanks for joining me on the mat today. Today's practice will be a pigeon-inspired flow. So hip opening, glute strengthening. You'll want a block and you want it toward the top of your mat. We will begin on our backs, coming into a Shavasana posture. And that could be like straight or knees bent. You could even take it into a sleeping butterfly if that spoke to you. Closing the eyes. Begin to draw the breath in and out through your nostrils. And remembering what brought you on your mat today, your why. My why changes from day to day, but I kind of have a collection of them at any given time. Simply to practice presence, to be here now, to build my self-awareness mentally and physically, and also practicing self-acceptance, loving myself. And one thing I've been speaking about in my live classes is to remember that really nothing about ourselves or our world is ordinary. It's easy to get caught in the day-to-day and be distracted and lose sight of what matters and what's important, because so many of our basic needs are met. So we tend to really have this external focus. But everything, including ourselves, it is all extraordinary. There is nothing ordinary about our breath or the way that we move. There really is nothing ordinary about being human. It is all extraordinary. Let's draw right knee in toward our chest, drawing the thigh in toward the ribs and just rocking that thigh side to side, maybe doing some little circles here. We're going to take this into a supine pigeon variation, also known as rock the baby. Left hand grabs a hold of left foot, right hand to right knee, and we just draw that left lower leg across the torso, or maybe it's across your hips and your pelvis, and moving it side to side, or moving it in a circle, just exploring this range of motion here. Keep this shape. Float left leg off the floor. Bring your hands behind your head. Lift your head and your shoulders. Draw left knee to right ankle, and then float it forward. Knee to ankle, float it forward. For 3, 2, last one. Float the left leg forward. We're going to take left elbow to right knee, and then draw that knee into ankle. Float the leg, elbow to knee, and then bring it back. For 3, 2, last one. Hold it here. Bring the head and shoulders back down. Figure 4. Option to take that right hand and press that right knee forward as left thigh draws in toward the torso. You could also do the press with right elbow, or you don't have to do the press. Stretch feels good to me. So notice what it is that your body needs today. In this moment, practice presence. Sense and feel without judgment, just allowing yourself to be here now. Left foot comes down, hold this shape. Scoot your hips over a few inches to the right, drop that right foot to the left. And if you can, keep that right knee pressing up toward the ceiling. You could even take left hand and press that right knee forward. Right shoulder blade comes down, gaze over toward the right. Unwind, uncross the legs, hug your knees into your chest. Maybe some knee circles. And we switch. Right leg comes toward the top of the mat. Left thigh draws in toward the rib cage. First, find the hug, the compression. Then moving that left femur around in the pelvis, the hip socket. Our supine rock the baby, right hand to the sole of left foot, left hand to left knee. Left lower leg crosses over the lower abdomen, the pelvis, and we just rock it side to side. So it's a supported supine pigeon. Keep this rock the baby shape. Hands come behind the head. Right leg floats off the floor, and take right knee to left ankle for a little figure 4 crunch, and then float that right leg forward. Knee to ankle, and then float it forward for 3, 2, 1. We're going to add the twist, float that leg forward, right elbow to left knee, and then back to our figure 4 crunch. Elbow to opposite elbow to knee, figure 4 crunch for 3, 2, 1. Figure 4. Grab a hold of right hamstring. Maybe take that left hand and press left knee forward to get a nice deeper stretch in left hip. Or option to use the elbow or not to do it at all. Right foot comes down, hold the figure 4 shape. Hips scoot over a few inches to the left, drop right foot down to the right. Maybe take that right hand and press that left knee forward. Left shoulder blade grounds, gazing to the left. Unwind, center, hips back in alignment with shoulders, uncross the legs. Happy baby, draw your knees toward your armpits. Send the soles of the feet up toward the ceiling. Rock, let it be playful, let it be free, however you want to move in this shape and explore. Knees back into chest, rolling up to a seat for a pinwheel shape. Right knee bends. We're going to draw that right lower leg across the mat. We're going to take left knee, bend it, left foot toward the back. Hands come toward the front of the mat, and we're just going to exhale and fold, inhale and rise. So doing some little waves through the spine. I'd call this like a loose pigeon shape. Next time you rise, that left leg sweeps to the outside of right knee. You might extend that right leg. If the knee bend doesn't feel good, seated twist. Left hand comes behind the back, right arm reaches up, and twist open to the left. Unwind, bring that left leg back. We're going to open out to the long edge of our mat. We will take that pinwheel shape now to the back, where left leg is now toward the short end of the back of the mat. Right knee bent, right foot toward the top. And exhale, fold, inhale, rise. So here we go for our spinal waves with our loose pigeon pinwheel shape. Last one. Rise, sweep that right foot to the outside of left leg. Maybe extend that left leg if you want to take the bend out of the knee. Right hand comes behind the back. Left arm reaches up and we twist to the right. slow, steady breath. The breath rinse along the spine. And clear yourself to that central channel for the nervous system to open it up. Unwind, uncross, send that right leg back, and then here we go. Coming back to the tops of our mats, all fours, and downward facing dog. Gaze to the top of your mat, travel forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Reach your arms up overhead, hands to heart. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Step left foot back. Bring the knee down. Anjaneyasana, arms rise. Option to bring hands behind the head, pressing the head into the headrest. Elbow tips draw out, shoulder blades retract toward the spine. Half splits, straighten right leg, press into right heel, flex the toes to your shin. Soften and fold. Right sole comes back down, knee bends, hands inside of right foot. And now we're just gonna move that right hip side to side, maybe in some circles. Just call this like a funky lizard. And tuck your back toes, plant the hands, step right foot back. Option to take a little flow here, chaturanga, to up dog or cobra, and then making our way back to downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, right knee comes down, Anjaneyasana, arms rise. Hands interlace behind the head. Elbow tips draw back, shoulder blades retract, hips forward and down. Soften and breathe. Straighten left leg, press down into left heel. Flex the toes up towards your shin, half splits. And from our half splits to our funky lizard, hands inside of left foot, bend the knee. Just moving that knee side to side or circle out through the hips. And tuck your back toes, lift the knee, step right foot wide, Malasana. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Fold forward, heel, toe, feet to center. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing. We'll do that one more time on each side, a little bit faster. Exhale, fold forward. Right foot steps back, Anjaneyasana. Hands behind the head. Half splits. Funky lizard, hands coming inside of left foot. And tuck your back toes, lift the knee, step left foot back. Chaturanga, if you'd like, move through a flow. Right foot steps forward, left knee comes down. Anjaneyasana, hands behind the head. Half splits. Funky lizard, bend right knee, and moving that thigh around in the hip socket. Just adding some glide, some ease. Left foot steps wide and forward, malasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Here we go for our flow. Pressing into the sole of right foot. Left knee lifts. One-legged Tadasana. Figure 4, left ankle crosses over right knee. It could be ankle over ankle as a modification. If you want to go a little deeper, bending into that right knee, send the hips back and down. If you want to go deeper still, you could reach the hands down toward the floor. Inhale, rise, one-legged Tadasana. We're going to take that left knee behind right knee and then bring those left toes off to the right-hand side. Heel lifted, hands to heart, prayer twist to the right, left elbow hooks on the outside of right knee, right thigh. Spiral the right side of the rib cage toward the ceiling. Big transition here, half moon. So we will press into that right foot, right hand coming down to the floor or a block. Squeeze that right glute and then stack left hip on top. Getting big in all directions. And step back, warrior 2. Reverse triangle. Toes out, heels in, pressing palms together. Squeeze your biceps along your ears. And warrior 2 to the back. We will come into a standing rock the baby. So arms relaxed down along your sides. You're going to ground through left foot and you're going to grab a hold of that right lower leg in our standing position. Big step back, high crescent. Open twist to the left. Back through center, toes out, heels in, palms together. Warrior 2. Hands come down, top of the mat. Step back, plank. Move through a flow here if you'd like. And press it back, downward facing dog. Gazing to the top, lift your heels, travel forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Hands to heart, other side. This time, left foot grounds, right leg lifts, one-legged Tadasana. Right ankle crosses over left knee. Hands to heart, maybe you sink it back and down to deepen the posture. If you want, hands could come down. You could play with flying pigeon, the figure 4 arm balance. Rising back up, one-legged Tadasana. Right knee becomes behind left, tucking those toes, keep the heel lifted, hands to heart, prayer twist to the left, right elbow hooks on the outside of left knee. Spiral the left side of the rib cage up. Half moon is our transition. Press into the standing foot. Squeeze that left glute as you stack right hip on top. step back, warrior two. Reverse triangle. Toes out, heels in, palms pressed together, biceps squeeze along the ears. Warrior two to the back. Arms relaxed down along your sides. Standing rock the baby. Press into that right foot. Now we take a hold of left lower leg. Moving it side to side or up and down. Or maybe hold in stillness. Big step back, high crescent. Open twist to the right. Center. Toes out, heels in, palms together. Warrior two to the top. Hands come down, frame your foot, step it back, move through a flow. Press it back. Gaze between the hands, lift your heels, travel forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. We're going to go right into it, one-legged Tadasana. Figure four. Lift it back up, one-legged Tadasana, left knee behind right. We tuck those toes, twist it open to the right. Option this time around to gaze down at right foot. And then lift left heel up towards your butt. And then step it back, high crescent. Bring the hands down, pigeon pose. Bringing that right lower leg directly across the mat, sending that left leg back. And hinge and fold when you're ready. Rise, bring your weight onto right hip, sweep that left leg around for a seated twist. Left hand comes back, right arm reaches, and twist it open to the left. Unwind through center. All right, just for fun. Hands to heart, shifting that weight forward into left foot, coming up through a Shiva squat. Standing splits. And then release it down. Forward fold. Here we go. Other side. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to go right into it. One-legged Tadasana, right leg lifts. Figure four. One-legged Tadasana. Right knee comes behind left, tuck the toes, twist it out. Option to gaze down at that left foot and draw right heel towards your butt. Big step back, high crescent. Hands come down, pigeon pose. That left knee comes toward left wrist, right foot toward the hip crease or toward the wrist, depending on flexibility. Right leg slides back and fold and hinge when you're ready. Rising up, bring the weight into that left hip, sweep that right leg around, seated twist, twisting open to the right. All right, unwind, hands to heart, Start to shift that weight forward. Shiva squat. Standing splits. And I know my foot's on a funky spot on the mat. It's okay. Let me just reposition ourselves, center of the mat. Come down into a little toe squat. Reach your hands forward, start to send your butt back, and then slow lower onto your back. Sleeping butterfly. Let the knees drop out to the side, soles of the feet come together. One hand to heart, one hand to belly. And as you slow it down here, remember your why. Remember all of the movements, the breath. It's all extraordinary. You are extraordinary. And the ways that you move, that you uniquely express yourself. You can pause this video and stay here for longer if you'd like. Otherwise, hands to the outsides of the knees, drawing the knees back to center. Rolling to your side. Gently press up to a seat. Thank you for your time and presence. Hariom Tat Sat. Have a great rest of your day. Make it extraordinary.